Okay, we're on.
M&A TV is privileged to welcome Carlos Moreira, the Chairman and CEO of WiseKey. Welcome, Mr. Moreira. Your firm sounds as though it's in the sweet spot. I mean, there's a growing business in cybersecurity, and you say that's a massive and growing market from where you sit. Are we safe, and are you going to keep us safe?
Actually, we are not safe, and we will try to keep you safe. Cybersecurity market is going to be a $160 billion market by the year 2018. It's a market that's growing 15% per year, and it's a market that is diversified, and so the threats are getting different. Now is Internet of Things being attached to the Internet. Billions of devices are going to be connected. More people are going to be connected. We are talking now about 7 billion people. Basically, the world population is going to be connected sooner or later. So the cybersecurity issues related to that are enormous. To the fact that the web supports all that infrastructure is not secure.
What we've seen in the past with technology developments of all kinds of different sorts, and from Microsoft and beyond, Oracle and so on. It's a land grab. Somebody thinks they're going to corner search engine technology or whatever it is. Can that happen this time? It seems like, from where I sit at any rate, that the cybersecurity market is highly diversified with a lot of different players doing rather different things. What does it look like from where you sit?
Correct. One of the elements on cybersecurity is trust. I mean, you not necessarily trust a cybersecurity provider coming from a different country. For instance, China will not necessarily let American companies coming into China, and maybe vice versa as well. So the cybersecurity market for the time being is local. It's very much related to national boundaries. It is getting consolidated, and I think this is a huge opportunity from the M&A perspective, because obviously bigger companies will have to emerge. There have been successful IPOs of Israeli companies doing a NASDAQ listing and going into $5 billion valuation. So that shows that the market needs big companies, but the consolidation is not yet there.
Do you think it'll happen?
We'll need to go into building trust models which are universal, and that's the problem with the World Wide Web, the Internet, right? The Internet is still very much local. Now we are actually on the opposite side of the thing, where countries are creating national boundaries to trying to control the Internet at national level. So if that happens, obviously cybersecurity companies will have to continue to be local versus global companies.
But if we just sort of think laterally for a second, financial services and its regulation. People talked about, in the aftermath of the crisis, they talked about global regulation. All the regulators would link hands and happily regulate the market. That didn't happen, it hasn't happened. It's even more difficult in your field, isn't it?
Absolutely, because you have organizations such as ICANN and few other organizations that are trying to regulate the Internet, the World Wide Web, but it proves not to be very effective. The Internet is an infrastructure. It's like roads, like water, like national infrastructures that normally need to be controlled at national level. One country will have a big problem of basically obeying by the regulations of another country. There are some international standardization going on, but not enough to create a global player in cybersecurity. Maybe the opportunity is the industrial Internet, which is emerging now, which is the Industry 4 for the German government, or the industrial Internet from companies like GE that they're building Internet of Things connected to the Internet. Maybe there you will have a better regulated environment than from the traditional Internet of people that we know now.
And last question, given the rate at which technology is advancing and given the rate at which cybersecurity is an issue, are you always going to be one step behind, or are you more optimistic?
No, we are actually, maybe my company, WiseKey, we are a Swiss company, so we are being considered as a neutral company, which we are, and we were the first company in the world to do e-voting, for instance, for Swiss citizens. So I think those best practices will become adopted regardless of the trust issue. So you will trust better a Swiss company than you will trust an American company, and that's why we are growing so fast, is because the acceptability on the technology that we provide is higher than any other acceptability. I am very confident. I think, as I say in my panel today, M&A should invest in cybersecurity. I think anyone having an M&A portfolio will need to have an asset on cybersecurity, because that is going to be an asset that is going to be required for the rest of the company of that portfolio.
That's very clear. Thank you, Mr. Moreira. Appreciate your time.
Thank you very much. Pleasure.